Oso Farm. We are back at real life today. This is our first full week, or first day and full week back at real life post the holidays. So we are starting back at our homeschool today. Brian went back to work just 2 days last week, and so today is his first full week back. We started the morning off with 2 doctor's appointments and a trip to the Social Security office. So it is now 11 o'clock and I feel like we've already lived a full day of life. So I'm trying to not feel overwhelmed. I'm just gonna jump in and take 20 minutes and get the kitchen picked up and ready for lunch, and then help the kids get everything organized to start our new semester. Welcome back to Oso Farm. I don't know what I filmed up to this point because we have had a little family crisis and everything is okay now, but we our life looks a little bit different. So this is Thomas. He is our grandson. He's Emma's. And my sweet Emma was due in late March and had an unexpected emergency C-section a couple of days ago. She had an emergency C-section a couple of days ago. So we dropped everything, rushed to the hospital, got the boys the next day, and have the boys here indefinitely until little William is home from the hospital. We are going to be taking the boys back and forth to Chris's parents. They live in Houston, so we'll be sharing the sweet grandsons. And y'all know that Danny, he was the star of our Christmas special. So he is going to have lots of weeks of learning how to, wow, it's like a frozen smile, learning how to feed the chickens. And in that time, we're going to have baby chicks, right?
Yeah, we get
baby chicks. So we got home with them last night and kind of dumped everything. Brian and I did not sleep the entire night of Emma's surgery. It was very scary. Thankfully, she's doing well and the baby is doing well. So we're trying to figure out new routines, new systems. I just got all their clothes separated on the dining table, and I was just texting with my mother-in-law asking her, where are we storing all this stuff? And then my mom, sweet Dee Dee, already went to the grocery store for us last night and is going, you requested what? American cheese?
Tommy.
Yeah, Tommy wanted mac and cheese. They didn't come with toothbrushes, so she's grabbing us toothbrushes. So I'm going to put you down now. Put those back on the counter for Nitty. So interestingly enough, I think my intro that I had started was we're starting our new semester of school. I'm so excited because this semester is going to be all hands on deck. Sweet Everett is trying to do his math, and Thomas has a voice altering toy and is like talking to him. So we are thankful. We're a little overwhelmed. We're trying to just get into some new rhythms. So Brian's back at work. This is your first full week, right? Or was last week? I can't remember.
This is my first full week.
Full week.
It's already been complicated.
Yeah. So today is Wednesday. So luckily Everett and Esme only missed a few subjects so far yesterday when I was out of town. So they're doubling up on math to get caught back up. So I'm going to go ahead and get dinner going in the crock pot. And then my plan is there was a couple of subjects I was going to do with Everett and Esme, but I'm going to save those now. We're going to do evening school when after dinner, Brian can play with these sweet boys and we will go do school in our little house. So that is the plan. So he's going to go get back to work. I'm going to go track down the boys and I'll be right back.
Are we out of coffee?
Yes, I'll make more coffee. We'll bring it to you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so they're not actually totally settled, but we're being quiet for a minute. So I'm making him more coffee. I thought I should add just a few details. So my grandson William was born at 29 weeks, so he is doing well. But he's doing what's expected for a 29-week-old preemie. So he was removed from the ventilator and yesterday at noon, and he's still doing well. He has a feeding tube, and that will be there long-term for a few weeks. But he's taking feeds well through that. So he is doing really, really good. Emma is recovering well, and she came out of ICU yesterday afternoon, and so they're just trying to manage her pain right now. She has some other health issues that I won't get into that kind of make her more of a complicated case, but we're just trusting the Lord. So we would appreciate your prayers, and we will update you periodically about how Emma and William are doing. But the plan is that while William is in the hospital, we will care for the boys with Chris's parents to ease that burden of childcare for them so they can focus on William. They will come. We're about a 2-hour drive. We'll drive there so they can see the boys, and then they'll come here. But Emma's not even discharged from the hospital, so we're just taking it a day at a time and trusting God for new mercies and grace to get through each day. So, okay, if you can notice, Christmas, the pile that I keep commenting on today, I'm putting that away, is still there. My daughter, Evelyn, she went to the Passion Conference in Georgia, and if weather permitting, she's flying back today. So when she gets here and gets settled and has some free time, I'm going to let her play with the boys for a few hours so I can get this done, but it's not hurting anybody. It's just right here. Are you singing, Evan? So, how are you feeling about this adventure, my friend? We've got Cedar Mont kids in the background.
Ready to get back to my office.
I should be asking my Okay, so I'm making my friend Jessica's borracho beans, and so I put pinto beans that I'd rinsed off in here and just filled it up with water. This says 8 cups of water. I didn't measure that out. So I'm actually putting in a whole onion. The recipe calls for half an onion. I will type this out for you below, and 1 jalapeno, 1 can of rotel. There's just a little bit of this garlic, minced garlic left, so I'm gonna put about half of what's left in there. It calls for 6 cloves of garlic. And then 2 teaspoons of chili powder. 1.5 tablespoons of cumin. There's 1.5. 2 teaspoons of garlic powder. And then salt and pepper to taste. So we will add more later, but with this many beans, it usually takes quite a bit of salt. So I will definitely salt them again later. I also added 2 chicken bouillon cubes just to add some more flavor to it. So I'm gonna let this cook on high. I will have to keep adding water possibly as the beans kind of soak that up. Okay, so they're all sitting down to eat. I've got a phone call to make, so I'm gonna go eat my sandwich in peace. Tag you're it, Brian. 3 little boys. Okay, so I am checking back in. Lunch is done, my phone call's done, and I wanted to show you this whiteboard that Evan, Tommy's sleeping. I was gonna tell you that Tommy's sleeping. Tommy literally is sleeping just behind this wall. We had something similar to this. It actually wasn't quite this big, so this is actually a lot bigger. But this is great for obviously just a whiteboard, but also if you are a homeschooler and don't necessarily have a designated homeschool room. We have in the past, but for us now, homeschooling is just kind of a way of life. We just kind of do it within our home, so there's not like a need. I think it was more necessary when my kids were tiny. And but anyway, so if you don't have a wall to post things on, or put calendar time, or a visual schedule, or to just write things, this is great. And then what's also great about it is it's on wheels, so it can easily be moved out of the way, so then your home doesn't look like a homeschool, it just looks like a home. So I had tried to think through ways that I could get Evan's calendar time and visual schedule on the wall, or hanging from somewhere where I could just keep taking it down, because I didn't want to reinvest in these. These are about $100. But I went ahead and did it, and now I'm so thankful. And then it'll be fun if we're playing Pictionary or anything like that down the line. So it's actually double-sided. I'll turn the camera around and show you. So it's double-sided. See how huge it is? But it's really thin. So my plan is to keep it at the end of the island, where if Evan is sitting at the bar, I can turn it and see it. And then because it's on wheels, I'm just gonna kind of keep it probably on a daily basis, just move it to the mudroom where it's out of the way. And then over the weekend, or if we're having people over, just move it all the way into the garage. But I'm excited. I'm gonna get his things up there with some command strips and go from there as I can with navigating the voice. What happened to the skunk? Oh, that's cute. Let's put the sun up here. They're not really sticking, are they? Okay, so I got this felt board. With these little command hooks, I can remove this when I'm wanting to use the pocket. They can see you. When I'm wanting to use the pocket chart. And it came, you got to choose like a theme. This one came with zoo animals. I don't know if it's because it was folded and it needs to flatten out, or you need to do it on a flat surface, which I wanted this to just hang down so that it didn't.
Can you hold it?
Just a minute. Yes, cover the calendar. And the reason I bought this is because I have some storybooks that don't touch the camera. Storybooks like The Very Hungry Caterpillar and things like that have these for some language arts units that I will be doing with Evan. And then he also, yeah, he also has, I can't help, just push, you got it. He also has the alphabet and numbers on here, so this will be a fun.
What's this one?
Yeah, just push it on there, baby. You got it. See? That will be more of just a fun way to review Evan's phonics. I have found that kids learn best through playing, so we're just gonna put a few more on here and see. Just stick it on. Stick the animals on where you want them. So hopefully over time, this will straighten out. I will link all of these things below. And this was a great calendar set. I took it out of the box, but I will link this below. If each month has its own. Yeah, hold on, baby. Each month has its own. This is November's little pictures that the calendar numbers are on. And then it has a whole section of holidays.
Koala.
Koala? I'm impressed you know the word koala. Which is your favorite? Which is your favorite animal?
Polar bear. And let's see.
Raccoon.
Raccoon. And
Llama. It actually was brown bear, what do I see? So I'm gonna let Danny try these out. I will link this down below. It has a little book that comes with it that kind of walks you through different ways that you can use this with your child. These actually, when it's just thin felt on felt, I actually feel like they're gonna stick better than these really thick felt ones that just have the Velcro, because these just really press right up against it. I may put a towel over it and try to iron out some of the wrinkles, because I think the wrinkles are gonna make things harder to stick. Okay, so if you could put these all over here for us, that would be great. I'm gonna move these down because I'm gonna put something really special right here. I want to see if you can tell me what it says.
Zebra. Zebra. Zebra.
Do you it's somebody's name? Do you recognize that name?
Zebra.
No, it says Danny. Whose name is that?
Daddy.
Who's Danny?
Me.
Hey, so look, it says your name. Yeah, these all stick a lot better. So I'll link the letters and everything down below. You can also, if you don't have a board, just lay this on the floor and it's a fun way for them to play.
Lion.
And a llama.
Mama.
And what else? A leopard. So tell me where you found it.
It was laying just.
Come over here and say it again. Tell me where you found it.
It was laying just in the middle of the run.
So we had these turkeys since April, and they were just a couple days old when we got them. So they were born in April.
Mm-hmm. These are our meat turkeys, so we don't have them for the eggs anyway. So.
But I want it. I love it so much. We had white turkeys. What were those called?
They were bronze turkeys.
And they gave us an egg a day. We loved them so much. So I'm so excited. I'm wondering if this has been fertilized because we have, what, 2 big males out there?
We have 4 big males. They're heritage breeds, so they're 2 different breeds.
Can they breed together?
Sure, you can breed.
Do a mix.
They just
So if we get another turkey egg, I may put these in the incubator just for a couple days and then see. Wouldn't that be fun? Experiment in living.
Glorious.
So fun. So anyways, I'm still I'm afraid I'm going to drop it. So excited. So tell them what you're up to, honey. Well, hold on. I got the mic.
I get a mic.
I don't know if it'll work with your... So
what am I doing?
we are having HEB chicken fajitas. So the meat is raw, but it's been marinated in their yummy HEB. I think these look like breasts.
Yeah.
That part looks weird. You should cut that off.
It's
Not
just
like it.
it's just the fat and it's stained from the seasoning. It is all breast. Is this all breast? Chicken
I
breast.
made
Wow.
earlier the beans, and then I'm about to start Paula Deens Mexican rice. I'm going to add some cilantro to the beans, and then Thomas, little Tommy, he's been asking for mac and cheese at every meal, so I'm going to make 1 box of mac and cheese for him. 2 of the boys have had their shower and are in pajamas. So the bad weather, winter weather is supposed to hit tonight. Tell them what we're expecting here in Central Texas. It's been cold already, really, really cold.
We're expecting cold and rain, y'all. I mean, in Texas, we can't even drive when the sun shines. So we expect school closures and road closures because it'll be wet and cold tomorrow.
There will be ice and precipitation on parts of Texas.
Yeah. Where we live, the expected low is 29 degrees. Brr.
Okay, so I'm starting Paula Deens Mexican rice. For half a cup of onions, so I'm only going to put in half of that.
Do you need any more of this rice?
Yes, I'm going to need 1 more half a cup. So I'm putting in 2 tablespoons of butter, the onion, and then 1.5 cups of rice. Oh, and peppers. So I have some peppers chopped here in the freezer. And garlic. I'll use the last of that garlic. Okay. I am going to add the water to start Tommy's mac and cheese. I'm adding a can of rotel. Mac and cheese or a cheese quesadilla. Oh my gosh, quesadilla. Okay, and then we're gonna turn your chicken. Do I need to turn it?
I'll flip it here in a second.
Okay, so I'm gonna add a teaspoon of salt and a teaspoon of chili powder, and then I'm just going to turn it up to a boil and then turn it down and cover it and let it simmer. All right, so we're gonna put the lid on. All right, we're gonna add a little bit into the beans and then the rest I'm gonna go ahead and just add into this rice. Woo! Burning on the bottom.
Evan Ray, you should eat mac and cheese.